Okay, let's unpack this. There's this sort of secret luxury hiding in plain sight on a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
And once you know about it, it doesn't just change your trip. It can fundamentally transform, your whole relationship with the ocean.
Right.
We're not talking the obvious stuff like fancy chocolates on the pillow or special dining. Those are nice.
Sure, those are perks.
Yeah, this is different. It's more personal, more immersive, a real game changer.
And what's truly fascinating here, and what our source really digs into, it's an article from the blog Wanderlust Over 70 called "The Balcony You Didn't Know You Needed on a Cruise."
Okay.
They argue so eloquently that this secret isn't just like an amenity.
Yeah.
No, it's your real living room at sea. It's like a private gateway to all that vastness.
A living room at sea. I like that.
Yeah, it shifts your whole perspective. You're not just on the cruise anymore. You're truly living the cruise.
Exactly. Okay, so our mission today for this deep dive is to go way beyond those glossy brochures. We're going to dive deep into why this extra square footage of sea breeze isn't just a splurge. Why it might be a profound investment in, well, your well-being, your connection to the journey.
Mm-hmm. And tackle the myths, too.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely tackle the common misconceptions, maybe even anxieties that hold people back.
Good.
And then there's the good part for you listening. We're going to reveal some clever, really actionable strategies to snag one of these, transformative spaces without completely breaking the bank.
Perfect.
So this is really for anyone thinking about a cruise, first-timer, seasoned sailor, anyone looking for that next level, that truly personal experience.
Got it.
So let's dive right in, the core of it.
Yeah.
Why is a balcony so much more than just, a view?
Yeah, because the source isn't just saying, oh, step out, take a quick selfie.
Right, not just for the gram.
Exactly. It's about a whole lifestyle shift on board. It's about reclaiming personal space, that sensory immersion, which can be kind of hard to find on a busy ship.
That makes sense. Like waking up, maybe you're still in the ship's bathrobe, and you just slip out onto your own private deck.
Yeah.
Watch the sunrise.
Yeah. No crowds?
No crowds.
No.
No need for makeup. Just you, the dawn, painting the ocean.
That really highlights the privacy, doesn't it? That personal sanctuary element.
Yeah.
Which, as you know, if you've cruised a bit, can be a real premium on a ship.
Definitely.
The article puts it nicely, having that quiet, uninterrupted space where the world slows down to the speed of the waves.
A way like that.
Yeah. Where your only immediate to-do list is maybe sipping coffee with the horizon as your companion.
Okay, that beats the buffet line.
Right. You can read a book in silence, maybe you spot some dolphins, or just, breathe in that salt air without all the background noise, just the sea.
That image is incredibly powerful. Coffee with the horizon is your only to-do list. It's such a sharp contrast to, scrambling for a window seat in the crowded buffet or jostling for a spot on the public deck.
Totally.
And it's not just mornings, right? Imagine like late-night talks under the stars. Far from the ship's noise, the karaoke.
Yeah, feeling that hush of the ocean.
Exactly. Or being right there, front row, your own view for every port arrival, every scenic sail away.
Yeah.
No elbows needed.
No fighting the crowds. The source really nails that sense of profound escape. It's like your personal theater for the whole journey.
The personal theater, yeah.
And the article specifically points out how vital this becomes on really scenic routes.
Oh, like Alaska or Norway.
Exactly. Picture Alaska's glaciers calving, or the dramatic fjords in Norway, or maybe those ancient Greek islands, all sun-drenched.
Well,
in those places, your balcony literally becomes a private cinema, a 24/7 showing, always amazing.
So it stops being just nice to have then.
Absolutely. It becomes central to experiencing the landscape really intimately, personally, and that's where the perceived cost starts to feel more like an invaluable investment in the actual experience.
Right. The difference between just seeing something and truly immersing yourself in it. That's key.
That's the core difference.
And the source kind of implicitly draws this contrast beyond just listing features. It's how everyday moments get elevated.
How so?
Well, like your Merkin coffee. It goes from being, that crowded buffet thing to a quiet, private sunrise viewing. The scenery isn't just glimpses you grab on a busy deck.
No, it's uninterrupted.
Right. Personal panoramas.
Yeah.
Whether you're stargazing at midnight or watching the misty coastline appear in the morning.
And the privacy aspect again?
Totally.
Okay.
It's not just having your own room. It's having your own outdoor part of that room. For reading, napping, just being. Away from the buzz.
Yeah.
Away from the dreaded chair hogs.
Yes. the chair hogs. We all know them.
We do.
And the practical side is big, too. Beyond the views, just having fresh air right there.
Oh, yeah, good point.
You can step out any time for that sea breeze, instead of just relying on the ship's AC. And for couples, it allows for genuinely romantic moments, right? Maybe a little battery-lit dinner under the stars.
Nice.
Or just sharing a quiet moment, reconnecting, surrounded by the ocean. It definitely beats the soft-serve machine for ambiance.
Okay, fair comparison.
Ultimately, yeah, the upfront cost might be higher, especially on those super scenic routes.
But the trade-off?
The trade-off is often this profound feeling of openness, freedom, no claustrophobia, especially on longer trips. It really changes the whole sensory input of your vacation.
Okay, so if this private slice of ocean paradise offers so much, why doesn't everyone book one?
Ah, the million-dollar question.
Right. Well, our source, Wanderlust Over 70, dives into some common balcony myths head-on,
Okay.
suggesting these misconceptions are what really cost you the experience, maybe more than the actual price tag.
That's a critical insight. It makes you ask, right? Are people avoiding balconies because of real rational issues, or is it mostly misinformation, maybe outdated ideas?
Exactly. And the article argues pretty strongly for the latter. It systematically takes down several common myths that keep cruisers away.
Let's hear them.
Okay, maybe the biggest one, the most common mental hurdle. You'll never use it.
Right, the classic, I'll be too busy.
Yeah. People swear they'll spend all their time at the pool, the buffet, the bars. But the reality check from Wanderlust Over 70 is, look, if you pick a scenic itinerary, you'll likely use that balcony way more than your cabin TV.
That makes sense.
That morning coffee at sunrise, watching a new port appear quietly, the stargazing at night. These aren't just random moments. They become rituals, things you actually look forward to, crave even.
It's about reframing the cabin, isn't it? It's not just a place to sleep.
Right.
It's an integral part of your travel experience. You're not just observing from a public space. You're living in it privately, comfortably,
Yeah.
which directly challenges that idea that it's underutilized. Often it becomes the most cherished part of the cabin.
Okay, myth number 2. It's only for fancy cruisers.
Ah, the exclusivity myth.
Yeah. The article admits, sure, it feels posh, it feels like a luxury.
It does.
But it quickly counters that there are plenty of smart ways to get one without, needing a second mortgage.
Okay, like what?
They specifically mention things like last-minute upgrades, booking during the off-season, and guarantee deals.
Ah, the guarantee cabin. We should talk more about that later.
Definitely. They call these balcony budget hacks in disguise.
I like that phrase.
Yeah. So the story shifts. It's not just for the super rich. It's attainable for the strategic traveler.
That's a really crucial distinction. It empowers you, the listener. It repositions the balcony from unattainable luxury to something accessible if you know the strategies.
Right. It encourages you to think critically about how to get the most value, not just accept the first price you see.
Exactly. Optimize for experience.
Then there's the fear factor. Motion sickness will be worse. I know people worry about this.
Yeah, that's a common concern. Thinking an inside cabin is somehow safer feeling.
Right. But the truth, according to our source, is actually kind of the opposite.
Oh.
Fresh air can be your best friend if you're feeling a bit queasy. Being able to step outside onto your balcony, breathe deeply, focus on a fixed point on the horizon, that's often way more effective, more comforting, than being stuck inside an air-conditioned box trying to get your bearings.
That makes perfect sense physiologically.
Yeah.
Looking at the horizon is a classic remedy.
It's a natural remedy right there.
Yeah, a tangible benefit. It's another example of how it offers practical advantages beyond just looking nice.
Okay, myth number 4. The view is the same from the public deck.
Technically, yes. Same ocean.
Technically, sure, same ocean, same coastline. But as the article kind of jokes, try finding a spot on that public deck to really appreciate it without someone's selfie stick in your face or a stroller rolling by.
Ha! True.
On your private balcony, the only photo bomber might be like a curious seagull.
Okay, I'd take the seagull.
Me too. It's about that uninterrupted, personal, pristine viewing experience. The beauty is all yours.
It speaks to the quality of the experience, doesn't it? The subject might be the same, but the context, the comfort, the exclusivity, totally different.
It's like seeing a masterpiece in a crowded gallery versus
having it in your own quiet living room.
Yeah.
Where you can actually absorb it.
Exactly. And finally, myth number 5. You'll miss the cruise atmosphere.
Oh, the idea you'll become a hermit.
Yeah. This one always makes me chuckle.
Yeah.
It implies you're somehow locked in your cabin.
Which is silly.
It is. The balcony is your retreat, your personal space for when you need a break, need some calm. It's not a prison sentence.
Absolutely not. You can still hit all the events, the music, the games, whatever the ship offers.
Of course.
The balcony just gives you the choice. Dip in, dip out. Manage your energy, your enjoyment.
It's about choice and balance. That
Yeah.
seems key from the source.
It really is. The balcony provides that invaluable option for quiet, for serenity, which often actually enhances your enjoyment of the lively stuff later.
Avoids that sensory overload, lets you recharge.
Precisely. And the article's conclusion on these myths is quite potent. It says if you're avoiding a balcony because of these myths, you might actually be paying for the privilege of missing out. And they state that's the most expensive part of all.
Wow. That's a really powerful statement, isn't it? The cost of missing out.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, now that we've hopefully busted these myths and maybe opened your mind to the power of a balcony, let's get to the good stuff.
The practical tips.
Yes. How do you actually snag one of these amazing private ocean views for less? The Wanderlust Over 70 blog offers 6 really actionable tips. This is where it gets interesting for you listening, turning that luxury into reality.
Right. These strategies go beyond just clicking book. They empower you to be savvy, to use the system to your advantage.
Okay, first tip, and this one's often surprising, book a guaranteed balcony cabin.
Explain that.
It means you let the cruise line pick your exact room number. You're guaranteed to get a balcony category cabin,
Okay.
but often at a significantly lower price than choosing a specific one yourself. Think of it like balcony roulette, but with only winning numbers.
Nice analogy.
You might end up in a prime spot, maybe a slightly less central one, but you will have that private ocean access. It's great if the balcony itself is your priority, not necessarily the exact location on the ship.
That's a fantastic option for many travelers. Cruise lines use these to fill gaps, especially closer to sailing.
Right.
And the savings can be really substantial, maybe 10–20% off selecting a specific balcony. It makes it much more accessible.
Okay, next, a classic travel hack.
Huh?
Sail off-season or during the shoulder season.
Mm-hmm. Timing is everything.
Those periods just before or just after the absolute peak times, like May or September for Alaska, maybe April or late October for the Med.
Right.
Prices can be dramatically cheaper than peak summer or holidays. Plus, fewer crowds often, and the weather can still be beautiful, sometimes even better.
Absolutely. You leverage market dynamics, better price on the cabin, fewer crowds in port. It enhances the whole experience. It's about smart value.
Another really effective one, watch for last-minute upgrades.
Ah, the upsell offer.
Exactly. If you booked an interior or ocean view initially, keep an eye on your cruise account or email in the weeks leading up, maybe 60–90 days out.
Okay.
Cruise lines often offer these upsell deals to fill the higher category rooms as sailing gets closer. And it could be for a fraction of the original price difference.
Yeah, you might get lucky with a really small additional fee.
You could be
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised.
This takes a bit of patience, maybe some vigilance, but it can pay off big time. It's pure supply and demand working in your favor, potentially. Check your booking regularly.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Now, for frequent cruisers, the article strongly says, work the loyalty program.
Makes sense. Stick with the line.
Yeah. If you stick with the same cruise line, those loyalty points can unlock real perks. Balcony discounts, free upgrades, sometimes even access to specific cabins.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they'll even bump up loyal guests to a balcony just to free up cheaper rooms for new bookings. Shows the value of your repeat business.
It highlights the long-term value of brand loyalty. Building that relationship yields tangible benefits. These programs reward retention, and a balcony upgrade is a pretty nice reward.
Definitely. And don't underestimate a good travel agent.
Still relevant.
Very much so, according to the source. Experienced agents often have access to group block rates. These might include free or heavily discounted balcony upgrades, maybe onboard credits, other perks.
Things you wouldn't find easily online.
Exactly. They often know about deals before the public does and can use their connections to find opportunities you'd miss on your own.
It's like having an expert advocating for your travel budget and experience. They know the lines, the deals. It can translate to real savings and value.
Okay, finally, their advice is to stack the promos.
Meaning?
Don't just look for one discount. Seek out packages where maybe a balcony upgrade is bundled with other valuable stuff.
Like drinks packages, Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Free drinks, free Wi-Fi, prepaid gratuities, onboard credit, that kind of thing.
Ah, look at the total value.
Precisely. Even if the balcony itself isn't technically cheaper, the total value of the whole package might make it a much better deal than booking an inside room with zero extras.
So the balcony can effectively feel free when you add up the savings on things you'd buy anyway.
Right. It makes that upgrade much more palatable financially.
That's about adopting a holistic view, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not just the base price. A slightly higher cost up front for the balcony could be totally offset, even surpassed by included amenities, better value overall.
So what did this all really mean for you, the listener? We've spent this time unpacking the transformative power of a cruise balcony. From that private sunrise coffee
Yeah.
to your front row seat for dramatic port arrivals, those quiet, stardusted moments at night.
Yeah, we've seen how it can really elevate the whole journey, turn a typical trip into something deeply personal, really connected to the sea, unforgettable,
Yeah,
potentially.
unforgettable.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's really about reevaluating what truly adds that intrinsic value to your travel. We've shown pretty meticulously, I think, that those perceived barriers, the balcony myths, they're often just that. Myths. And with a few smart booking techniques using guaranteed cabins, traveling off-season, maybe working with a good agent, this really enriching experience is genuinely within reach for way more cruisers than maybe they imagined.
It encourages that shift, right, from seeing luxury as unattainable to actively chasing attainable value.
Exactly.
So the next time you're dreaming of a getaway, whether it's out on the high seas or somewhere else entirely, maybe consider this.
What's that?
What other balcony you didn't know you needed? Are you maybe overlooking in your planning? What seemingly small upgrade, or just a shift in perspective,
Yeah.
could fundamentally transform your next adventure into something
Huh.
but truly extraordinary?